What's up? Today I got something in the mail I'm pretty excited about. I ordered it, I want to say like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Shipping took a little bit longer than I would have liked. I'm going to show you guys what it is and then kind of explain what I'm going to do. So hold on just a second. Alright, so real quick, it said I ordered this on May the 6th. I did not order this on May the 6th. It is what date is it? Like it's the 11th, I think. I did not order it on May the 6th. I ordered it before that. Maybe that's when they processed my order, but either way, I ordered this like on the 3rd or the 4th, I think, and I'm just getting it. So they have 5 days, whatever. Before I even show you what I ordered, a couple videos ago, actually quite a few videos ago, I explained to you that I really have, and this is kind of a blessing and a burden, I really have no brand loyalty when it comes to cleaning products. I find what I like and I stick with what I like, but if something better comes along or a little bit more convenient for me or my pocketbook, I will go with it. I'll try it. I did a comparison between Meguiar's Waterless Car Wash and Wax and Adams Waterless Car Wash. And a lot of the comments were, oh, you know, you can't compete with Adams. Adams is great, this, that, other. Which obviously if you watched that video, the turnout, I loved Adams. I still like Adams. One of the big factors for me was the difference between having wax and not having wax. The wax in Meguiar's made it to where I had to use a 2-towel method most of the time. Adams, I did sometimes, especially when it was cooler outside, but as kind of the heat is starting to be more frequent, I definitely don't have to use a 2-towel method with it, and I love it. So having matte black wheels, I also love it. So here's what it is. I am now gonna try Chemical Guys. It's Chemical Guys Swift Wipe Waterless Car Wash. So just, obviously, I liked Adams' packaging a little bit more. That was a little more fun to open. They gave me stickers, which I'm obsessed with stickers. I love them. They gave me those, so that was automatically a plus. But we're gonna compare the two. So I'm almost out of Adams to where I did have to order some new kind. And so I wanna compare the two. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test this. I have a little bit of Adams left, which I'll show you that if you have not watched my previous video about this same thing. But I'm gonna use this on my whole car and I'm gonna compare it to how easy it is with Adams because I absolutely love Adams. But I was, you know, wanting to give this a shot. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Hang on. First off, it is abnormally windy. Obviously it's windy because it's Oklahoma, but today is unreal. It's on a different level. There we go. There's a little bit of taste of what's going on today. All day it's windy. So with that little bit of information being said about it being so windy, I'm probably not gonna waterless car wash my whole car because there's so much crap flying around. Currently, we have everything propped up on here since the E30 is sick. Does that make some people cringe that I have nails sitting here? You know what, this paint's screwed anyhow. So, Chemical Guy Swift Wipe Waterless Car Wash and Adams Polishes, price-wise. So let's compare them price-wise. They're exactly the same price right now. Adams Polishes runs quite a few discounts, and Chemical Guys does too. Shipping, if I do remember shipping on that, it was fairly same ballpark with this. Smell exactly the same, almost exactly the same. Same color. So here is Waterless Car Wash on Adams' website now, and here is Waterless Car Wash on Chemical Guys' website. What we're gonna test this on is my boot lid, or my trunk. As you can see, the pollen is insane lately. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not a ton because I kind of got it off last night, but it's enough to be able to test it and see if I like the way it works. So I have used the heck out of Adams. I've been very, very satisfied with it. I just wanted to try this other one too. Hold on just a second. All right, so I have my microfiber cloth right here. I'm gonna try this stuff. I'm gonna give it a spray so I don't just, is that closed? Okay, so we're gonna give it a spray. Okay, so initially this may not mean a lot to everybody else, but I like the way it sprays. It doesn't spray a lot out. It sprays, uh-oh, I think I might like this a little bit better. Ooh, super, super smooth. I said the same thing about Adams whenever I was comparing it to Meguiar's. but Adams compared to Chemical Guys is a super, super thin liquid, if that makes sense. Whenever I spray stuff, like let me spray Adams real quick and I'm gonna show you what I mean. So I'm spraying Adams. It sprays all right. I like the way that Chemical Guy sprays better. Let me turn my rag so it's clean. But when you start wiping this, you can feel kind of the resistance of the thicker liquid compared to Chemical Guys. Chemical Guys feels like a thinner liquid. It's easier to wipe off. There's not really any kind of resistance when you're doing it. And I definitely 1000% did not have to use the 2-towel method. And again, I think that has a lot to do with the heat outside. It's probably 85, 86 right now, so I probably wouldn't have to use it with Adams either. I didn't, but I did just clean something that was already clean. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of this right here. And then I'm gonna kind of give my full opinion on it. I mean, obviously I can give an opinion by doing it right here, but I'm gonna do a little bit more and then I'm gonna come back. Hold on. I just did the rest of my bumper with this. So side-by-side comparison, I'm gonna give a comparison about both. Obviously there's a eensy-weensy amount more that comes in this. The difference between the liquids, this liquid is a little bit thicker than this liquid. And when I say thicker, when I sprayed it and I wiped it, you can kind of feel some sort of resistance whenever you start wiping. You cannot feel that at all. So it's a really, really thin liquid. I love that. Definitely not a 2-towel method. There's no wax in it, so really no need. And it's warm enough outside that I don't have to use 2 towels. Whenever it does get cooler, you have to because it doesn't dry as quick, but right now I definitely don't need 2 towels. You don't either with Adams polishes. Presentation, packing wise, shipping wise, definitely a bigger fan of Adams polishes. It shipped quicker, it got to me quicker, the invoice was cleaner, it actually showed me what I paid when I ordered, not when the order was processed. They gave me stickers, they gave me mints. I really, really enjoyed opening Adams polishes a lot better, if that has anything to do with it, which it kind of does. This one, like you guys saw, just pretty much came in a box with some packaging to keep it from getting all torn up. And then an invoice that was pretty vague. It never showed me what I paid. It showed the process date rather than the order date, because I know for a fact I did not order it on the 6th. So that's the difference between those two. Now, which one would I buy again? I would buy both again. I do not have a preference between the two. Which one seems like it's going to be easier to use on an entire car? I'd have to go with Chemical Guys. Like I said, the way that you wipe off, it takes less swipes of the towel to get it off and to dry it than Adams polishes. Is Adams polishes still super easy and really, really good? Absolutely 100% bar none. I think they're so competitively close to each other that it's just whatever your preference is. If I was at a car show or somewhere where they had Adams polishes and they were like, hey, 15% off, or even if Adams polishes ran that discount on their website, I'd probably get Adams polishes. Same thing with Chemical Guys, but I am excited to try this. We'll see how quickly I go through it. It's summer, so I'm gonna be washing my car more. Hopefully it doesn't rain as much as it has recently because it gets really, really old. But yeah, that's the difference between the two. That's kind of the comparison between the two. Let's compare the two to Meguiar's. No competition whatsoever. And again, the only reason I had Meguiar's was because Meguiar's was the only brand that carried a waterless car wash of some sort at a local automotive store. Even then, they only carried one that had a wax in it, which is for some people. It's definitely not for me, especially with matte black wheels. Smell almost identical. The spray, I like the way that this nozzle sprays better than this nozzle. They could be exactly the same, but I like the way it sprays. This one comes with a smidge more, not enough really to sway me either way. The presentation, shipping, all that kind of good stuff, Adams by far blows Chemical Guys out of the water, and price is exactly the same. So it's really what you prefer, but that's kind of the comparison between the two.